True terror isn't just a monster lurking in the dark. Sometimes it hides in the eyes of an old man sitting right beside you. He looked weak and frail, but no one knew that a monster lived inside him. A man who took pleasure in eating human flesh, who hunted children, who butchered them in the most brutal ways. His name was Albert Fish, and this is his diabolical story. This is not just a story. This is a nightmare that really happened. If you dare to watch, fasten your seatbelt, because you are about to face the horrifying truths that will be etched into your mind. Every monster has a starting point. For Albert Fish, it was the orphanage he lived in as a child. Orphanages are not always loving places, especially in the late 1800s. Here, children were left hungry and thirsty, beaten, and raised under psychological torment. But Albert was not like the other children. He didn't suffer when he was beaten. In fact, he enjoyed it. Even as his eyes filled with tears, a strange smile appeared on his face. As the years passed, the darkness within Albert grew even stronger. In his 20s, he had a strange obsession, finding pleasure in pain by sticking needles into his body. But this was only the beginning. Albert Fish would soon try even greater things. In the 1920s America, it was not unusual for children to go missing, but no one knew how they disappeared.
Am I calling the police station? Oh my God, my son Billy is missing. He was here just a minute ago.
Calm down, ma'am. Where did you last see him?
That old man? There was a strange-looking man. He was giving him candy.
Yes, Billy Gaffney was missing. The last person to see him was another child. And that child told the police these words. That old man, the gray man, took him. Albert Fish kidnapped Billy, and he confessed what he did to him in his own letter. But you may not want to hear this confession. I cut off his arms, then his legs. I could see the fear in his eyes, but the real horror emerged when I prepared him. His meat was so tender. But the most horrifying crime committed by Fish took place in 1928. He lured 10-year-old Grace Budd away from her home. He told her family he was taking her to a birthday party, but the truth was far more terrifying. The horrifying letter Fish wrote to the family. I cooked her and ate her. My God, she was so delicious. Fish was finally caught. He was executed in 1936. But even when he died, there was a smile on his face.